today we are recording our very last podcast in Taylor's photography studio, and we have a very special guest with us. His media company, Get Indiana, is taking over with several weekly newsletters, podcasts, and social media posts, all focused on Indiana. Nate Spangle, welcome to the Scuttlebutt Club.
I am honored to be the final guest in the Mismatched Chair studio. Yes. Come on.
We're just like piecing it together. Okay?
I love it. This is what it's all about.
Yes.
It's all about the conversation, less about the aesthetic.
Yes. It's what we tell ourselves.
Me too.
That's okay, but thanks for being here. Yes. All right. Are we getting into the nitty gritty? Yeah. Okay. So a big reason why we wanted to have you on, when I started writing the newsletter for you, I was like telling my family and friends about it so they would subscribe. And I was like, Nate Spangle. And I just thought, when you follow someone on Instagram, especially local, you think everybody does. And they're like, who? So I'd be like, pull up your Instagram and like show them. And I just thought everybody already knew who you were and what you were doing. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to have him on. People are going to love his local content, Indiana content. So can you give everyone just like an overview of what Get Indiana is today, if they want to come follow you? Yeah.
I'm going to start with the problem that we identified.
Yeah.
So, I've been doing this full time since 2024. Like, actually, I just rolled over 2 years.
Ooh,
so
congrats.
I quit my job in June of 2024 and set out to really change people's perspective on the state of Indiana. Too many people I was hearing were, Indiana's boring, there's nothing to do here. Like, just kind of like one part attitude and one part just lack of a vision for what you could do. And I was like, no, there's tons of stuff. I am booked up all the time, every weekend. I'm doing all this stuff. Like today, how there's like a trend of like maxing,
we talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Okay, I love that. I'm like life maxing in the state of Indiana.
Yes.
From, oh my gosh, like going and checking out state parks or new restaurants and bars and just like going and exploring different small towns. And then I started just building content around this. Like sharing stories. So it all started with a podcast called Get In, capital I, capital N, period, like Get Indiana. And we were, telling stories of entrepreneurs, but also of inspiring athletes and nonprofit leaders and just anyone that had ties to the Hoosier State that was doing something interesting. Mm-hmm. That then grew over time from a podcast to, my social media to we ended up acquiring the Fishers Digest and rebranding that as Get Fishers. We have a newsletter up in South Bend, and it's all content that is positive storytelling of the state of Indiana to help make people more fired up. My whole kind of vision and goal there is when you go into Chicago and someone asks, oh, where are you from? You're not like, I'm from Indiana. It's like, no, I'm from Indiana. It's super cool. There's a lot of fun stuff happening here, and it's a hopping place.
Yeah. And we just took your football team.
Exactly, right? Like,
so where did you grow up?
So I'm from a small town in northern Indiana, like 30 minutes south of South Bend called Bourbon. So 1,500 people, one stoplight, a pizza place, and a local bar. It's like a great place to be from. I then went to DePaul University, which is Greencastle, so 12,000 people. And a lot of my friends from Indy were like, oh yeah, we're going out to this small town, Greencastle, to go to college. And I was like, 12,000 people in a Walmart.
Like,
this is metropolitan living.
Yeah.
Let's go. And then wound up in Indianapolis in 2019. So I've kind of seen these kind of like three segments of the state, from like really, really small town with one stoplight to, Greencastle is the seat of Putnam County. It's like relatively, as far as small towns go, like a big small town, and then Indy. And I was like noticing that, my hometown friends aren't that different from my college friends, just like their surrounding and environment is different. And sometimes like small town kind of like looks down on Indy, and Indy looks down on small towns, and it's kind of like this, are you city or are you country? Like blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, it's not, city versus country. It's Indiana versus Ohio. It's us versus Illinois. Like, how do we like band together? And how do you get people from Carmel to go explore French Lick, Indiana, and actually go down there and enjoy it? Or like maybe not even French Lick because they're well known. How do you get them to go, visit Crawfordsville and see, all of the wild stuff that's out there? Like oh my gosh, what is it? Like the rotating jail. There's like a jail that's like, it's really interesting in Crawfordsville. Rotary Jail, that's what it's called.
Do they use it?
No, it's like a museum now. But it's like Like you put someone in and then the building spins and they're like trapped
What's
in
the
this.
point of that? Like to mess you up mentally?
I'm not really. I mean, maybe space efficiency. I don't know, but I mean, maximum security. You're like rotated in on this thing. Like you're pretty locked in tight.
Dizzy.
But like that's like an interesting.
Yeah.
Like, again, you have to have the perspective that you're in the mindset of like going to see interesting, history or whatnot. But yeah, that's kind of a really long-winded way of all the different ways. We're just building a modern media company that promotes the state of Indiana. I probably could have just said that.
No,
first.
we like your side quests.
We saw you were just at Indiana Beach, and Taylor had a question for you.
Yeah.
Did you see the fish?
The carp in the water?
Yeah.
They are monsters.
Was that not what I said?
Yes.
Caitlin's like,
she's like, do you think he fed the fish?
I said,
He did.
Nate was just at Indiana Beach. Do you think he fed the monster fish?
They
and she's
are
like, what are
huge.
you talking about? That's what she said.
I didn't know.
Okay, so I will say I did back-to-back. 1 week I went to Indiana Beach, and the next week I went to Holiday World.
Okay.
Oh.
What's your report?
Indiana Beach was where I went growing up. Like so,
Same. Yeah, because you're northern.
It was like, oh, this was so great. Like and looking back when I was a small boy, it was so big.
Yeah, right.
It was like, oh my, like I remember like the sky lift thing that takes you across. I'm like, that's so far up.
Cool, yeah.
And then I like saw it this time as a grown up, and I'm like, okay, interesting. Again, I love it. I think that Indiana Beach is awesome for like for White County, for Monticello.
Yeah.
Total vibe.
It's also like nostalgic.
I do think that Holiday World has elevated their experience. Like I think Indiana Beach is like a great way to spend a Saturday. Like you can have some fun.
Yeah,
It's kind of like fun and it's easy.
Yes.
I would go down and spend multiple, like you could do multiple days at Holiday World. You could camp down there.
Yeah.
And they've like elevated to compete with like they're still not quite like as big as a Six Flags, I don't think.
Right.
But it's like a real amusement park. Like there's tons of really crazy roller coasters and it's like a wild thing. Now here's what I believe the difference is. For a long time, Indiana Beach was family owned, like multiple generations of a family. And then I think at some point the family didn't want to carry on, or I don't know what happened. So they ended up getting sold, and they've kind of bounced around ownership. Whereas Holiday World's on their fourth generation family owner. So there's just like another level of pride, and the family continues to push it forward. And it's not like owned by some big finance company out of New York. So that's my take on it. I would say if you're going though, family trip, probably go to Holiday World. Honestly, and
we've never been.
It's sick. It's like again like a real amusement park.
Everyone talks about it. Is it in Santa Claus, Indiana?
Yeah, Santa Claus. Like and there's like cabins and stuff you can get, and the like water park is legit. Wave pool, like the whole 9 yards.
I love a water park.
Yeah, maybe we should do that
like
this year.
Winery, beer, like the whole thing. It's a vibe for sure.
All right, we need to look into that.
Last summer we did Kings Island for a day. That was fun.
Okay. I would say it's probably maybe a little bit less roller coaster.
I would be fine with that.
But it's like it's still a total vibe. Like it's fun. And every
those roller coasters rocked me. Too old for that. The Beast, I'm like, I'm done. I'm done.
That's like the Voyage at Holiday World, though.
They have
like
that?
It's one of the greatest roller coasters. It's like long. It's awesome.
Wooden?
It's I believe it's wooden.
I think I might be retired from that. I got to take some Advil before.
I love it.
Okay, let's back up a little bit. Let's talk about how you got your podcast up and going. Like how did that come about? This is your sign to stop saying we should totally do a race with the kids someday. Summer is here, and there's no better time to get outside and get moving.
The Geist Half Race Series returns this fall with distances for everyone, including the half, 10K, 5K, and 1 mile walk run that's perfect for families.
Honestly, doing a 1 mile or a 5K together as a family sounds kind of adorable. Matching race shirts, post-race snacks, core memory material.
Race day is September 12th. Sign up now at geisthalf.com and use our promo code CLUB10 for 10% off.
So I was working at a tech company in town, and I was employee 6, like very early stage startup, and we started Get In at that company.
Okay.
It was largely focused on tech and entrepreneurship in Indiana. We went for a full year, put out 50 episodes year 1, and no one listened to it. Like it's a grind. I mean, you guys know it's a grind.
Yeah.
And it was, again, such a small subset of you had to be really interested in business, entrepreneurship, and tech in Indiana to listen to this thing. And I saw the writing on the wall that our sponsors were going to pull out, and that like it probably was going to get axed, but I loved it. Like it was my favorite.
It's like your passion project.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, I literally, like the rest of work, I was like, oh, you know what? This is work, but this was fun.
Yeah.
And I would have literally, one of those things where I would have done this for free. And so it was maybe like March time of 2024. And I saw the writing of like, hey, we have these episodes like, you know, recorded, but after that, I don't know if we're going to have like the bandwidth to put it out anymore. And I was already putting out Indiana content kind of on my Instagram. I maybe had like 7,000 followers from like giving recommendations and ranking things and just like, I don't know, being quirky and, you know, Indiana, like memorizing every high school mascot and stuff like that. Actually, I hadn't started doing that yet. But I put out a video that said, I had read the story about the guy who was first in line for the Indy 500 for 37 years in a row. And I like went on this quest to become the first car in the infield at the Indy 500, all to like gain followers to listen to our podcast so that it wouldn't get, and then like it didn't necessarily immediately translate to new followers or to new podcast listeners, but I did gain like 15,000 followers in like 6 weeks.
Oh, wow. That's insane.
So I gained 15,000 followers. We got almost 1 million views on our content in 6 weeks. And I made 10 grand working with sponsors leading up to that Indy 500. Next week I walked in and quit my job. I said, 10 grand, like I can live on this.
Like,
I'm like 26 or 27 at the time. Yes. I'm like, psh. Yeah. And I didn't own a truck. I had to like go buy a truck.
Yeah, I was going to say, what did you drive?
I had to buy a truck off Facebook Marketplace. It was a 1986 Dodge pickup.
Wait, do you still
the
have
white
it?
one?
Oh, of course. Yeah. The like old school Dodge. I found a squirrel living in the dash. So now I found his acorns. So we made fuzzy dice out of his acorns. It's iconic. It was such a vibe, like so much fun. And then from there, I just did these like quests of like, you know, if I do this, it's not to say you have to go be first in line, but you should just go experience the infield Indy 500. Like 2 weeks after that, I ran the entire Monon Trail. So from Sheridan downtown, and it was like, if I'll do 31 miles to convince you to do a 5K.
Yeah. Or just come check it out.
Yeah. Or just like go, you know, explore it. Like it is a really unique asset to Central Indiana that is, you know, super, super cool. So I did that. And then I did, oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. Like it's all these like quests and challenges, like, you know, whether it be like eating an, I don't know, 8 shrimp cocktail from Hughes Culinary or from HC Tavern in a row, or like just these crazy things. Again, just like kind of take a little bit of a Mr. Beast approach to it.
Well, it's like entertaining without being like, here's the facts, come do this. It's like a much better way to watch and like enjoy
what's Nate getting into?
And then through that, I like have just a way of like sharing the knowledge that I've learned, where you do end up walking away learning a ton. You like feel more inspired to shop local, but you're also entertained.
Yeah.
And I think
that entertains the big piece.
Yes.
Don't you?
Yeah. Like, you know, I will do some where I just like sit in front of my desk and I'm like, these are what you need to know about this. And like, they'll do okay because there are people that want to consume information like that. Yeah. But if I'm out there, like next week, I'm going from Monday to Friday, I will be canoeing 84 miles down the White River.
Oh
from Muncie to Indy.
You're like that girl going from California
Kelsey,
to
rowing.
Hawaii. Have you seen that on TikTok? There's this girl trying to be the first solo woman to row from American woman to row from Monterey, California to Hawaii
by herself. In a like,
you can watch her on TikTok every day. She posts about it.
You need to look.
Okay, I need to go check this out.
That will inspire your.
But all I'm gonna say after watching her is to make sure you got your sunscreen on. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's my tip for you.
Well, and it's like so for this specific challenge quest, whatever you want to call it, like the White River has a bad connotation. Like everyone's like, oh, it's dirty and gross and blah. But little did I found out they spent $2 billion over the last 10 years cleaning up the White River, and it's 95+% cleaner than it was previously. Oh, wow. So like we can now have even more. You know, it used to be like, don't put your face in it. It's like only safe for feet. And now it's like, But now it's like, no, they've spent a ton of money to clean this thing up. And I'm like, okay, I'll go out there. I'll spend a week. We're going to camp on islands in the center of it. And it's going to be like
Are you really going?
Crazy.
Who are you going with?
Yeah.
So Frank's Paddle Sport and Livery is like a downtown canoe paddleboard rentals place. He's going to be my guide.
Oh, sweet.
So he's like, he used to like do backwoods canoe, like river trips in Colorado. Like He's the leader.
So we
here.
have characters on
yes,
this quest.
there are characters, and then Will, who is
he the one on your podcast that like gives background information? Is that who that is?
Yeah, kind of. He like on all of our short form stuff. He's the editor of everything that's like vertical. Okay. So Robert does all the podcast stuff. Okay. Will does all of like our vertical stuff, and he'll like quiz me on mascots.
Okay, yeah.
That's Will. He spent a summer as an intern, I believe as like a wilderness firefighter in Colorado. What? So he loves the outdoors too.
So he's
and I'm
up.
like, I used to, pitch a tent in the back of my parents' yard. Yes. That was my sleep out, I camp out or whatever. So it's going to be insane. But the whole thing is, okay, can we take people on this journey?
Right.
They're going to watch it because it's entertaining.
Yeah.
But also along the way, we're going to educate about like, hey, the indigenous people that started here from like Anderson to Conner Prairie, like there's a history of this place. Then there's the history of like what we did to screw up the White River and like how industrialization hurt that. And then there's the story of the people who, never gave up on it and have spent all this money to make it clean so that we can enjoy it for recreation.
Yeah.
And oh, by the way, it's like way cleaner than it used to be. And, you can have a good time on the river. So hopefully we take people on that journey. Along the way, there's definitely going to be like, I don't know, brutal, because
brutal.
84 miles. It'll be crazy, and like
I can't wait for this.
I know.
It's gonna be super
How many
fun.
days do you think this is going to take?
We're leaving on Monday, and we'll get done on Friday.
Where do you end up at?
The 16th Street Bridge downtown, I believe.
Okay.
So there's a few portages, which I'm learning that this is where you have to take your canoe out and like go around an obstruction, like a dam. There's a few of those, but like for the most part, you can make it.
So you gotta we're backpacking.
I think it's just like a little bit up and around. I don't know though. I'm like drastically
do you pack food?
I think so. I have not packed any food
they're not
yet.
hunting.
But like,
are you fishing for your dinner?
I'm bringing a slingshot. Like,
can you eat the fish in there? Probably no, right?
I don't know.
You're gonna find all this out.
Find out.
We'll find out. Tune in.
But if there's, it's like it'll be a wild time. It'll be, and like we're having like a going away party in Muncie, and then I don't know. It's gonna be crazy.
I love.
But this is the thing. It's like again, I'm doing 5 days. Like you could just do a day. And
I know a lot of people that do that. They go tubing, for a couple hours.
The one here through Noblesville is like so nice.
Like Potter's Bridge and then down. Yep.
Chilling.
Okay, well, there you go.
Quests. That's what it is. It's all about side quests.
Okay, your company, I feel like since you started it in 24 or took over full time, I feel like it's growing so fast. Correct?
It's so wild because like sometimes you can't see the forest through the trees. Mm-hmm. Like I like see other people, and again, this is like the comparison nature of social media, and it's like, oh my gosh, like they have 1 million followers already, and then I look back and it's like, well, like combined we have like 200 something thousand, and I'm like, oh well, 2 years ago, like I would have been so pumped with 10,000 followers, and like now we're like almost to 100,000 on my personal page, and so it's like yes. But it's sometimes like the inner like competitor is like not enough.
But I think that's good to have.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Drive.
I mean definitely. Like I don't think you can. I think you have to have both. You have to like care about the numbers and be competitive.
It's a balance.
And also like the art form that is creating good content.
Yeah.
Because I mean like, and it happens with everyone. Sometimes you're like, okay, we're just gonna like strictly play the numbers, and you're like, I have to make this video. Like I have to do this, and it's like, well, wait, like. I also love making content. I love like hosting a podcast, and it's like even if the person isn't the most famous guest or the most this or that, like I still like having conversations. Mm-hmm. So it's been like a good finding a good balance between like what I enjoy putting out there and like if I were to look back in 80 years and what would my body of work be, and am I proud of that? With also like, okay, foot on the gas, like we have this really cool opportunity, and you are starting to see more legacy media companies like really lean into the social media side, like whether it be Indie Star or one of the the stations downtown, like they're starting to do a lot more vertical video, share their stories that way, and I'm like, okay, well we have a little bit of a head start in that sense, like we better keep going, because I do think we have an awesome opportunity to just like shake up the way that local media kind of looks like.
Yeah, I love that. Have you noticed any like growing pains with that? Like what's like the behind the scenes for you?
Oh.
Like do you enjoy that? I would feel like you'd be like, no, I just want to create content, not hire people, and
that's the art form, right? Where it's like how does the company scale without me being like so like where I'm like woven into the fabric and like my like, you know, we have fun. Like at the end of the day, we make videos for the internet. Like this is not rocket science. Like we're not saving lives here. So we gotta have fun, and because that also translates through the screen. But on the other side too, it's like Nate, I can't be the face of every single video. Right. I can't write any newsletters. Like I write like a 5-year-old. It's so bad. Because I write like I speak, and then I don't speak grammatically correct.
First of all, you speak well.
Yes.
Don't undercut yourself.
I speak like a normal person, you know, like, you know. But if you write that way, then people start to look at it. It's like, why did you put a comma there, sir? Like that does not make.
You have Shane. It's
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So I would say like the hardest growing pain is that my time is not scalable, and so that takes a lot of like distilling the information that's in my head. Because I think that the piece that some people think it's a gimmick of like, oh, this guy just like looks up everything right before he goes in there, and like, but then if you actually have a conversation with me about Indiana, I like have a like incredibly weird amount of knowledge when it comes to all things Indiana. And people will like come up and talk to me or like ask me a high school mascot or whatever, and I'll like know it, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, like wait, like
you're authentic.
You are a psycho about Indiana." And that's like another piece that I think that it's worked. Like,
you're not like this fake person that's just like, let me get a lot of followers with these random facts.
And when you meet me in person, that's my biggest thing. Like forever and always, it's like, well, if you meet me in person, I want it to be the same person that you meet online. Yeah. And like I am like kind of cringy at times. Like my friends would tell me that. It's like I'll have like the worst dad jokes ever, and they're like, yep, there it is, Spangle, like classic.
That's what we want people to be like, right?
Absolutely.
I want people to be a little weird. Like that's what's fun.
Like, in a normal conversation, I talk like that. Like I talk a million words a minute. Like that's just how I've always been. And so like people come and I'll meet them in person or whatever, and they're like, oh wow, like you're just
I kind of like that. I kind of want them to think the opposite and then meet you and then be like, oh, this is
because sometimes you meet people that you follow online and you're
it's
like,
not it.
Oh.
And like I respond. I give everyone one typically. Like if you say something mean or snarky in the comments, like I'm not gonna get into like a battle back and forth, but you get one comment from me just to like, hey, I'm a person. Yeah. Like I read this. Yeah. Like I'm not like so much holier than thou that I don't make mistakes or that I don't like you know, whether it be, you know, validating on multiple. We're not journalists here.
Right.
We're storytellers.
Yeah.
Like,
I like
if someone
that.
tells us a thing, like I take that for face value. Like, why would they lie to me? Like, I just put that out there. And so I give people like one comment back and like, hey, and you'd be surprised. I was like, hey, Denise, like, so sorry that you didn't like this video. Like, next time I'm in your area, I'll make sure to check out your recommendation. Yeah. And then usually it involves like, they won't respond back in the comment, but like a DM comes in like, hey, I guess I must have seen your video before I had my first cup of coffee this morning. Like, thanks for the really kind-hearted. It's like no one's coming up in person like here today. Like, oh, my Indiana guy is ruining my part of the state. Like, we actually did have one person say like, I can't believe he came here and made this video and forgot our local Dairy Queen. And I was like,
dang,
yo, that's on me. That's on me. Like,
not the Dairy Queen.
Not the Dairy Queen. Oh gosh.
That's funny that you mentioned Dairy Queen. We were in Chicago this weekend and we were exploring like Logan Square area, and my husband was like, oh, that Dairy Queen, I really want like a twist cone soft serve. And I was like, we are in Chicago, sir. But also I'm like, you're not wrong. That hits.
I mean, Dairy Queen always hits. You know, I hate this. I will support local business. I love local, but sometimes just like a dilly bar on a hot summer day.
I said like one of the ones they dip with the like crunchy chocolate.
Like, I mean, there's a reason there's so many of them. They like they do something right there.
Did Bourbon have a Dairy Queen?
It did. It burnt down when I was a small child. Yeah, I still remember the day. It was brutal.
Tragic.
But we would drive to the next Dairy Queen over another town. Yeah, they never rebuilt it.
They didn't?
Cashed out on the insurance money and left town.
Dang.
Starting to wonder how that thing burnt down.
Don't start rumors.
No, you're right. That is storytellers. That's just a story.
Storytelling.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Have you ever had a moment in like the last few years where you're like, I can't believe this is my job?
All the time.
Like every day.
I was at the NBA Finals last year in the Gamebridge Suite with 2 tickets that I did not pay for, and the only thing I had to do was make a video. I was like, bro, what is this?
Didn't I see you before that game?
Yeah, we were at Tin Roof.
Yes.
And I was like, oh yeah, we're going in, and like we're like we're a personal invitation from our friends at Gamebridge, and I'm like, this is silly. Like, and it all started from just like posting videos on the internet and just like being me. So like that's one of them. A lot of those like crazy pinch me moments are, like from like the experiences that people like to hear about. It's like, we did some good work for Gainbridge, so they like invited us back out to the Brickyard 400 to be in the pagoda. Like we got to go there for one of the practice days for the 500. So like they've invited us to a lot of things because we've made some good content for them, and they're just like a good Indiana company that is telling their story. I think the best ones that are the pinch me moments are, this would have been in 2020, maybe the fall of 2024, but it's happened a decent amount of time since then. We posted a video that was highlighting this small bar in Marengo, Indiana, the Marengo Tavern.
Is that where the caves are?
It's right by the caves, yes. And they have a great tenderloin sandwich.
Okay.
And we highlighted a video, and the guest I had on said, this is like, I love this place. It's like a total divey bar. Like they probably still smoke cigarettes in it not that long ago. But they said like the people there are great, and it's a cool little local spot. And the video ended up getting maybe 500,000 views.
Wow.
Which is like for Indiana, like did very well.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
And the guest got a call from the owner and said that their phones have been ringing off the hook for 2 weeks. Like it meaningfully impacted. And the owner was like on the verge of tears telling the guest that I got this in a text from my guest and was like, yeah, this is crazy. Our carryout's been insane. Our like guests have been driving from all over coming here. And I was like, it was like, that's why we do this.
Yeah.
Like the Marengo Tavern has zero budget to spend on marketing,
Right.
$0. Like they would never and they might try because a lot of people don't realize the market of influence, like of what content creators cost. So like if you bring in who did it? Was it, what's the guy from The Bachelor? Matt James?
Oh, yeah.
When he did that restaurant in Nashville, he like went down there and made, you guys see the breakfast spot he made a video about?
No.
Got like a couple million views. Like meaningfully impacted their business, but it's like, that's really expensive for a one location restaurant to afford. And like they called saying that like their carryout orders have been ringing off the hook. And that's happened like several times where we've like highlighted a spot and like I always hate the term influencer.
Yeah.
But like we've actually influenced like people's spending decisions, and that's really cool.
Yeah, that's
like
awesome.
that's like the pinch me moment where it's like someone else's business is meaningfully affected. Like families are making more money because we made a video. Like that's pretty sick.
Especially when it's those like small local businesses.
Yes.
Not the Dairy Queen, but the
And that's why it's cool we work with like really cool Indiana companies, like sponsors from like, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. There's like, we want to make great content that supports Hoosiers. So like they're really big into like high school sports, and they're a sponsor of the IHSAA. So we get to do our like pre-state series spotlight, talking about, hey, these 8 teams made the softball state finals, and this young lady is going to go on and play at the University of Dayton, and this,
Cool.
and it's like a really cool thing. And I think that having sponsors that are bought into that, like the coolest time was we worked with Hughes Culinary, and we took St. Elmo shrimp cocktail up to my hometown dive bar and served it to my hometown friends.
That is so
And it's
fun.
like, can you imagine our bar is called Journey's End? Great. Honestly, it is like a top bar in the state of Indiana. It's great. But like, you just need more people to go there. And like a world, 5 years ago, pinch me. Can you imagine, like it sounds like a game of Mad Libs. I took a Mercedes Sprinter van with my friends at St. Elmo to serve shrimp cocktail at my hometown dive bar in Bourbon, Indiana. Like that is literally like bananagrams or whatever.
Yeah, I love that.
And it was so great. So there's been a few of those. And again, I try to like always remember, it's like, me 5 years ago would be in shock that this is what I get to do full time. We have a team, we're growing. And then on the other side, like the competitor is always like, keep pushing forward, keep like setting some of the trends, like I felt like one thing about us and our content was like, I just liked being in front of the camera and like seeing what happens. So when we go somewhere, it's like Nate tries to do this thing, or Nate is like explaining something about wherever, like the new thing is opening, or the this or the that. Like it's like trying to be add more personality. Versus for a long time there's been a ton of really great pages that like highlight just the activity. Like, hey, this new thing opened, or this restaurant opened, and like they're distilling information, but you're not necessarily like totally like the sticky part is the personality of the creator.
Yes.
Like the sticky part that gets people to come back and love
Gets
that
you to come back,
is
for
the
sure.
is the person versus like there's so many places to get information.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I want to be in front of the camera and I want people to like the way that we do stuff. And I have seen like even more people try to get in front of the camera and like talk about their area, which is awesome. Like I think that wherever you're at, whether you're a small town in northern Indiana or you're in Evansville or Fort Wayne or South Bend or wherever it might be, like you need people to hype up their local stuff. Like you have to be an advocate for where you live because no one ever drove 2 hours off the beaten path for something that's okay.
Right.
Like, oh, it's not bad. You know, like, where are you from? I'm from Bourbon, Indiana. It's okay. It's like, no, like, I'm proud of this place. Like, you should go check it out because there's a ton of cool history and blah, 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 blah.
I love it.
Get fired up.
I know.
Yeah,
I like
we
it.
like that. We
Get
like
jacked
passion.
up.
All right. We noticed a really sweet post that you had about your mom. I think it was Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And that you talked about how she passed away when you were younger. And we were wondering what you think she thinks of all this, all your success. What would she say? And is she a source of inspiration for you?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That is, it was honestly a life-changing experience for me. So I was a sophomore in college. This was 2017, when she had breast cancer and I was in high school and found out that her cancer had come back and had moved to her lungs. And like you immediately go Google everything. Like prognosis, not good, you know? And so I ended up transferring home from DePaul for a semester and kind of got to spend that spring semester of my sophomore year with her and my grandma, like taking her to appointments and stuff. And unfortunately, she did pass away in April of that year. And I would say, like, largely up until that moment, I was like a very just self-centered person. Like, I mean, I feel like every 19 and 20-year-old is pretty self-absorbed.
Right.
And I was just like, I look back of like, oh man, you only ever talk, and it was funny because now I talk for a living, but like if you really listen to a podcast, a lot of it's just asking good questions and listening. But back then, I would say I was very much focused on always having all the right words to say, always just like talking and being very absorbed with me and, you know, whatever it was. And that was the first moment where I was like, someone else matters more, like going through that. And I started like asking her questions because, you know, you start to see the writing on the wall there. And I like look back like, oh, I should have asked all these, you know, other questions. And then I got the chance with my grandma. At the time she was 90. She was like taking care of my mom. And so like I would sit there with grandma and I would just ask her questions. And I learned so like an incredible amount from her, who like at surface level was just like a farmer's wife. You know, like, oh, grandma's, but like she did a year of college at St. Mary's and then did a cross-country train trip to visit her roommate. And like this is in the late 40s, early 50s. She worked in a factory. Like she was the bookkeeper for my grandpa's farm store. Like all of these crazy things that just came from like asking my grandma like a deeper question than just like, how are you doing?
Right.
And so through spending time with both of them, it kind of like set me off on this pathway. And I think that losing a parent when you're young is like a great way to like kind of check your gratitude of like, how fortunate am I? You know, like I get the opportunity to wake up and make the world a better place. And that sounds very Dove chocolate wrapper, you know, but like if you're serious about it and like just try to make an impact of, again, coming from a small town, like I live in Broad Ripple now, like how can I make my local community a little bit better? How can I make, you know, Marion County or Indianapolis or Central Indiana, and then like eventually the state of Indiana just a little bit better today? How can I make someone smile or do any sort of thing and like seriously take that gratitude to heart? It's made a tremendous impact. And it was a whole moment of shifting from only caring about me and like wanting to win awards and and like this literally like the second I feel like looking back, the second I stopped caring about getting into the IBJ or stopped caring about winning an award or stopped caring and talking only about me and how cool I am, like everything changed. And the second I started caring about other people and like really taking it to heart, like it's crazy that the world like cares about people who care about people.
Yes, I love that.
And so I like look back and she would think that it's so silly. Like again, we post like I was, so my other grandparents, And I've like tried to explain, like, oh yeah, we like, I host a podcast.
Yeah,
right. Like,
I post on Instagram.
And like people pay you for this. So like there would be definitely a learning curve. But like the first time that we would ever like go out and it's like, oh yeah, like they invited us here to try this new restaurant and like dinner's free. She would like love that. Like that was like one of her favorite things was going and checking out new things. And my mom was, it was incredible. Just like a very, like never took herself too seriously.
Love that.
And again, I've like really taken that to heart of stopping taking myself too seriously. So I find myself in rooms where it's like, oh, maybe I should have said it. Like, what? But people like the candidness.
Right. Yeah,
and
that's
that
how
would
I
be
feel
like
too.
one of the big things that I got from her was just like whether she was talking to like our local banker or like someone else, because my mom worked in a factory. And so like she would be talking to her factory friends or the bank. Like she was always candidly herself, sometimes to the detriment of her like 15-year-old son who was very embarrassed. But I look back and it's like, yeah, people loved her because she was so raw and authentic.
Love that.
Love that.
What was her name?
Her name was Susan.
Susan.
Yeah. Yeah, absolute. Yeah, just a gem of a human being. And yeah, very, again, no matter what situation, she was just always Susan. And like everyone, like other people, it's like, they were like, your mom was so funny. And I was like, bro, that's so embarrassing. Like,
No, we love that.
yeah, well, now I look back and I love it. But when you're in high school and your mom's like cracking jokes about you, and I'm like, bro, you gotta stop. Like,
Dial it back, Susan.
Come on.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right. You've hit a lot of ground in Indiana. And now we want to do a little rapid fire.
Yeah.
For some recommendations. If you've ever watched any of our podcasts, we suck at rapid fire because we talk about the answers too long, but we're going to try to dial it in with you.
Keep
Okay.
it
So
concise.
the only rule is your answers have to be like places in Indiana.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh.
He's like, that's my
That's
that's
the
my
whole
livelihood.
That's the whole shtick.
That's why you're going to be great. Okay. What is the best place in Indiana to get ice cream? It can't be the Dairy Queen either.
Oh. Okay. I have two separate answers. One is an ice cream manufacturer, and one is a place.
Okay.
So I recently I discovered Glover's out of Frankfurt.
I saw that on your Instagram.
Yeah.
That's in Frankfurt?
It's in Frankfurt.
I didn't know that.
But you can't like go there and get ice cream, but they sell to other places.
Okay.
So if you know like the average like local ice cream scoop shop is what they're called, like buys their ice cream from Ashby's in Michigan or Hershey's, or like they get big containers of it from somewhere else, and then they like maybe they put some sprinkles or whatever on it, but the ice cream is largely the same. Glover's is a 100-year-old ice cream manufacturer out of Frankfurt, so they make it all in Frankfurt, and it was a super cool process to see, and like a local ice cream manufacturer. So anywhere, I would say, first off, if you can get their ice cream, I just love the fact that it's an Indiana company versus like, Hudsonville or wherever out of Michigan. Like I love the fact that they're an Indiana ice cream manufacturer. And they're like at a ton of locations.
Okay.
So there. Then on the other side, my favorite ice cream in the state of Indiana is at Lick. Downtown, they make their own, so they're not buying from somewhere else. They make it all. They have a raspberry cheesecake ice cream that just like
They have wild flavors.
Wild
dude,
flavors.
wild, like very wild. The raspberry cheesecake is just phenomenal. They have a spot at 52nd in the Monon. They used to be at 54, like right by Mama Corolla's in that little clubhouse.
Yeah.
But now that place is actually called the Clubhouse. But they moved just like one block south of there. I think they're also at the Garage.
They are at the
Yes.
garage.
Yeah,
Yep.
they have really good. They make their own ice cream. It is fantastic. And then I'll do. Like I said, I have to say one more. One more for just like the vibe is Ivanhoe's.
I don't know that.
In Upland, Indiana. They have 100 different variations of flavors of ice cream sundae.
Wow.
And like a lot of Taylor and Indiana Wesleyan kids over 4 years will hit all 100, and they have like a 100 cup or 100 flavor challenge.
I love that.
And it's like a total vibe. Anyone in that area like raves about it. They have some wacky flavors too. And they're just like a whole experience worth the drive from, the north side of Indy or anywhere in Indy up to Upland to check out Ivanhoe's.
Cool. All right. Best pizza.
Oh gosh, I'm a stand for Futuro.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Futuro is really, really good. But I also recently just had Sam's Square Pie,
Okay.
also on the Near East Side. That place is electric. Like these are like bougie pizzas.
Yeah.
Like.
Okay, what like down and dirty?
I mean, like, see, I will also like avoid Papa John's, Pizza Hut, like all of those to go for like Greeks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like if I'm going somewhere,
I was hoping
like,
you would say Greeks.
Yeah. Like if we're going like, hey, we need 10 pepperoni pizzas for this part. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to Greeks.
Yeah.
From like, I'm like thinking about outside of Indy. There's a place. Oh, this is a pull. We went there for one of my friend's 30th birthdays. It's called Venturi in Goshen. They have like artisan style pizza up there. It's very similar to Bridges in Greencastle. But also like brick oven, maybe. I don't know, like fancy pizza that comes out and like there's some like arugula on there and like a drizzle. But those are like both really, really good. For me, Futuro's Detroit style.
Yeah.
So it's like the square and like there's sauce on, and like I actually, when I worked at my old company, I was in charge of getting lunch for a day for like a meeting we were doing, and I got Futuro. And they never asked me to get lunch again because everyone needed a nap afterwards. Because it was just so
heavy.
It was so heavy. And they're like, bro, how are we supposed to have like a working lunch on this? Like, I was like, but it was good, right? And they're like, oh yeah, it's fantastic, but not necessarily conducive for a work environment.
I was with Kelsey Murphy this weekend, and they just got a pizza oven at her new place in Sun King Clutch Kitchen, and her husband were like raving about it. So she said we need to all go try that.
Oh, I'm in.
Yeah.
I love that. 'Cause she was like Top Chef, Master Chef, something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then
she won.
and she does. Did she do a menu for Lucas Oil Stadium?
Yes.
Maybe like
She
last
has like a restaurant, like a concession in there, but with elevated things.
All right, I'm interested.
Yes.
Interested.
So she opened a restaurant inside Sun King Fishers called Clutch Kitchen, but they're renovating it all. So now they just have like a smaller menu for the next 2 months, and that's why they added the pizzas.
I love that. All right.
So, okay, what is the best hotel or bed and breakfast you've stayed in?
Oh.
You're like, I just camp in tents.
For me, no, actually, it is up to this point not close. I'm trying to think. Well, maybe it is close. It's always close. There's a lot of great options, but I just love. I love a place with a story, like that. The story makes you feel like wonder what it would be like 50 years ago, 75 years ago, and I stayed in French Lick. So I checked out the West Baden, that's like the giant dome, and I stayed at the French Lick Springs Hotel, and just like you walk in there and it feels like history, like they just pressed pause.
Yep.
But it's not like run down. It's like elevated. It's like fancy. But you're like, wow, like Al Capone walked through here, and they have pictures of all the famous presidents and celebrities that have either played there or gambled there or stayed there, and it is hands down one of the coolest experiences, especially if you love nostalgia and history and you're just like, wow, this place, from the crown molding to the whole 9 yards, if you like the story behind it, like that place has one of the coolest stories. So I think from like, hotel, like that perspective, everyone knows about French Lick, but have they actually gone and done it? And I feel like largely there is a delta there between people who know about it and people that actually had gotten in the car, driven the 2 hours and 15 minutes or whatever it is down there and stayed for a weekend. It's awesome.
Don't laugh.
I don't love it.
You don't love it?
Wait, I will tell you. We went with our kids and we took them to the indoor water park. We are not indoor water park
When was
people.
It was in the wintertime.
But
like 2 years ago.
let me tell you, we have gone, me and my husband went on a couples trip with a bunch of other couples and did like the adult pool. And then we all went to like a nice country club dinner. And that was like so much fun. Yeah. So like two separate
The indoor water park ruined it for me, and I shouldn't like judge it on that. Like, I don't want a Band-Aid on my foot.
We went when it was cold out.
I know.
And so it was like,
I don't think that's the vibe.
We need a redo.
Not the vibe.
I think that
you have to go in the spring, summer, right? Fall.
Yeah,
Summer. Anytime but winter.
Yeah, probably anytime but winter, and probably adults only.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Like
we you want to do a bar crawl through the town,
right?
You know?
Right. That's what we did. We rode the bull like outside, like it was
like
wild.
Legends, the little sports bar there. But then
Legends.
Moo Moo's, the little, which I don't know if I love the name, but elevated steakhouse. Like it's a really, really nice steakhouse.
Yeah.
I tried foie gras for the first time there.
Oh, fancy!
It's a fancy place. Like
Yeah.
it goes neck and neck with like a good steakhouse anywhere in the state. And then We did Legends. There's 33 Brick, like the Larry Bird themed bar.
Yes, we went
and
there.
then like I ended my night at the VFW, which is like I feel at home there. It was great. And I saw like old timers just like talking smack about whatever, and it was great.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know if it. Like, again, I don't have kids.
Yeah.
So like, the spend all day at the casino or playing disc golf or like doing whatever at the pool. To then bar crawl is like my vibe.
Right. That's the way to
That's
do
what
it.
I said. When
think
I went
that's what
back with the group,
Yeah.
the adult group.
I need a redo. Without
Okay.
kids.
Best Indiana brewery you've been to?
Ooh, I feel like that's tough.
I'm gonna make some people upset.
You can
Do you
shout
not
out
want
a
to do
few.
it? Do you want to
Shout out
pass?
a few.
Well, okay, so like beer wise, there's just so many like from the actual product that they have. So it's like you can't really pick like one for their product. Like a lot of places make really good beer.
You can go off 5.
I've recently got in. Okay, so I think that I love a good story. Like Moontown and Whitestown has a great story. It's the old gymnasium from Whitestown High School where they've like renovated this whole old gymnasium into being like a total brewery and event space and vibe. Like that's really cool because they preserved a piece of history. Then like on a new build construction, it's like pretty tough to beat Sun King Caramel. Like that. Like I just call a spade. Like that's an electric little.
Oh, you
place.
know a good history one? I like St. Joseph's downtown.
Oh, downtown.
Oh, yeah.
Like in the old
church. Yeah, that one's solid. But then I went up to what is it? Goshen. I'm going to double in Goshen is crazy.
Wow.
Really
But
shout out.
for that same day, we went to Goshen Brewery before that, and they had like revitalized an old part of an old building there, and it was just like garage doors open, and also like largely depends on the day you show up there and like what the vibe is.
Yeah.
But like, I just think it's so cool when non-traditional places like find a second life of a building and like make it something cool where people want to hang out at. I'm like thinking through versus like just throwing up a new build. Like there's a lot of breweries in the bottom of like new apartment complexes, which is cool, but it's not going to move the needle for me that much.
Right.
You need a
Get
little
that.
more.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could spend one free weekend in any Indiana town, where are you going?
Oh gosh.
Like you don't have to work. You just have to go and enjoy yourself.
See, I think that largely depends on the festival schedule too.
Ooh, yeah.
Like,
Or time of year.
Time of year, I spent the weekend in Evansville last October for their fall festival. And it's like the second biggest street festival in the country behind a Mardi Gras.
Really?
250 plus thousand people
In
come
Evansville?
to Evansville. It's
Wow.
amazing. So it's they call it the fall festival.
Okay.
And like I went in there thinking scarecrows and
Yeah.
pumpkins, gourds, none. Literally zero. It's just a massive live music and food festival.
Love
It's
that.
over 100 years old. So these gentlemen started it in like the early 1900s, and it's stayed alive and going. Today, I believe they have 120-ish food booths, and it's the single largest week of philanthropy in Evansville. So all of the local orgs. So I think they might still do some fundraisers, but like let's just envision like the baseball team, instead of selling like a card or something like their local rewards card, they just host a booth for the week because it's a 10-day. It's from or maybe it's 8-day, like Sunday to Sunday or something like that. But instead of doing selling cookies or whatever it is, everyone just has a booth. The booths all make like anything from a pulled pork parfait to a fried brain sandwich.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, that's like what they're known for is the fried.
What? Whose brain are we eating?
Pig brain.
No, absolutely
No,
not.
a real brain.
No, you
Real brain.
didn't.
I swear I did it. Yeah, they'll have a line wrapped around the corner. But it's like an experience. It's something to.
It's
They also
something.
have desserts so it was fried anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Like
come
the
there
fair.
don't come there on a diet. It's like the state fair
Yeah.
just in southern Indiana. Total vibe. Like spending a weekend there, like again, you'd probably gain 15 pounds, but they also do, I believe, the largest, they call it like a half pot or like a 50-50, the largest 50-50 raffle in, I believe, North America. So last year it got up to over $2 million. So like A millionaire is made.
I would love that.
A millionaire
What do you
is
love
made.
that? I love a raffle.
Oh my, it's so
fun.
You could I think they just opened up. You can buy tickets online now, but like
wow.
the people, they're like, because there's a casino down there too. So like there'll be bus trips that come in for that week. They stop there, buy their tickets, and then like it's like the old people on the buses, and they go stay at the casino, and it just like. But what they do with the other $1 million is like they write grants back into the city.
Yeah.
It's a super cool or great. I think that's a marketing thing. It's a marketing issue. Like calling it the Fall Festival. It's like if you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
Versus like the street fair extravaganza or something. Like it blew my mind away. That was a good one. Like I really want to go to, Strassenfest in Jasper is like one of the largest German fests. Jasper's like 16,000 people, I believe, but 25K a day at their festival is sick. So anytime a small town like puts together a festival, there's just like
we love a good fest like
that, like they got live music.
Like what can you get into? Like remember you got into that Stein holding thing? I think you won.
Wait, where were you guys at?
It was a German fest in Lafayette. Like at a church.
Yeah.
It was at a church.
Yeah, I was
so it was wild.
Okay.
Stein, she won.
So my girlfriend's family is from Batesville, so like southeastern Indiana down right, and they do Oldenburg does a huge German fest. This is a town of less than 1,000 people, but 10,000 people come per day. So it's like it's like the class reunion, family reunion.
Yes.
Everyone comes back for this thing. It's like it's a holiday. And it's electric. They have 3 stages in a town of 1,000 people. They have 3 stages all packed out. It's nuts. Like Steinholding, all the like, because it's a German Catholic town.
Yeah.
And then they have the 5K you run in the next morning. So it's like Friday night is German beer night, and then I'm like sweating all that
it's
out.
Like good luck in the morning.
Like I needed this, right? Like it's electric, but like I love a good.
People don't know about things like that. I love that.
So I would base my if I was spending a weekend, I would base it off of that. Like the next 2 I have coming up that I'm really excited about, I'm going to the Madison Regatta down in Madison, Indiana, where they race the hydroplane boats.
The only thing I think of was that movie, that slapstick regatta. From that movie?
I don't know that
where
one.
They do hockey?
No. That's above my head. So the Madison Regatta, it's like on the Ohio River, and they race those like hydroplane boats, like the super fast ones.
Stop.
Are you going to go in one?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe if they let me, that'd be sick.
Find your way on there.
Yeah. So I'm doing that one, and then I'm going to the Pierogi Fest in Whiting.
Oh.
So this is like the furthest north and west you can get in Indiana.
Okay.
The last town before Chicago. They serve over 1 million pierogies in the weekend. Like those little.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so stoked about that.
My in-laws would love that. They're from Cleveland, and they're big pierogi people.
This is like, what is it? It's like Slovak and like whatever the heritage is of that area. Like, everyone's last name ends in ski.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
That's awesome.
Turns out you're not good at rapid fire either.
I yap for a living. Like, we knew this was never going to work.
All right. What is your favorite campus you've visited?
Like college campus?
Yeah. There's only one right answer.
Oh,
so
no.
I hope you don't fail.
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding.
He's gonna.
So I'm going to take my alma mater out. So
Okay.
obviously
Okay.
not DePaul. Like I love DePaul. It is my favorite campus, but it's not for the sightseeing. That's for the nostalgia.
It can be like the campus and the college town.
Keelan's trying to feed you one here.
I mean, I think that it's going to upset you.
No, it won't. It's
when
okay.
I say, I think that I like the story behind it. I think that Notre Dame's campus is just
that's good.
so sick.
It is.
Like when you go to the grotto and like it's a little bit older in that. I mean, it's not, I don't know about the ages. Like they're probably both similar ages. Like I feel like IU's campus specifically is built around that one huge like castle building in the center. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And like Notre Dame has like the touchdown Jesus.
Yes,
and
that's
it's
so
like
sick.
just like I don't know. I just thought and again, it was like a Friday morning when I was like touring the campus and the sun was shining and Notre Dame had an away game that day, but there was still like an energy on campus. And I was not there. I don't know when I was in Bloomington and like doing my campus tour, but it wasn't like this. I didn't give them an equal playing field in that sense.
Maybe it was wintertime.
No, it wasn't wintertime. I do remember that. But like, I mean, both beautiful. I mean, my intern just graduated. Well, he's no longer an intern now. He works for us full time, but he just graduated from Purdue and West Lafayette. And they're building a lot of cool stuff there, but I just don't know if it has the same like nostalgia.
We're from Lafayette.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It would make sense in the 765.
Yeah.
That checks out. Wait, what high school?
Okay, we won't tell you the mascot.
Don't tell
It's
me.
probably an easy one. Harrison.
It's like, go Raiders?
Good job.
Come on. What do you want me to go? If you were Jeff, I would have said Bronchos with an H.
McCutcheon.
Cutchin Mavericks.
What else is there?
Is it Lafayette Central Catholic? Are
Yep.
they the Knights?
Yes.
I don't know. Are they?
Yeah.
They are.
What's the thing, or what's the school?
Oh, West Lafayette.
Yeah, West Lafayette.
I do know West Lafayette. Hold
Do
on.
you need a color? I can tell you.
They're red and...
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Hold on.
It's the last one, too.
I know. This is the one with all the smart kids. Because all their
Because
parents
it's like
are-
almost
Work on
on Purdue's
campus.
campus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're correct.
Oh my gosh, they're like a color, and the West Lafayette.
Do you need a hint?
No, Red Devils. Or,
Yeah, good
There
job.
you go.
We
Okay,
almost
wow.
stumped him.
Oh, good
Yeah.
job.
Hey, have you ever been to, he was just on our podcast maybe a month ago, but have you ever been to Indie Card Exchange?
I have not.
It's like
You need to check
sports
that out.
cards,
Oh,
Pokemon.
where's it at?
It's on 96th Street, like by Menards, basically like 96 and 69. But he grew up like in Notre Dame area, and when they redid the stadium, him and his dad got a bunch of bricks from there, and the bar and the signage in Indy Card Exchange is all that from Notre Dame's campus.
That's pretty cool.
It is
Yeah.
cool.
That's sick.
Okay, back on track. Best sporting event you've attended.
At the Indy 500.
Yeah.
The greatest sporting event.
Of course.
And I will say, like, I mean, I feel like everyone should know at this point, but if you don't know, I'm from Northern Indiana. We didn't do anything for the 500. I went to my first one in 2017. I didn't like race cars. I was like, the pageantry and the spectacle of the thing, like, it makes it a must-attend event every single year, live in person, go there. Like, just, like, suck it up for the traffic and the
Yeah.
people or whatever,
Yeah.
because it is just so cool.
Yeah.
And that's coming from, like, we were not diehard IndyCar people, and now I, like, love it, and it's, like, circled on the calendar
Yeah,
every
you
year.
have to go at least once.
Yeah. And I will say, I've never heard anyone say, I hated it. I've heard people say, like, crowds and traffic and the whole day is not for me.
Yes.
But everyone always says, I can understand why people like it.
They
And that-
appreciate it.
Yes. You have to go in person at least once, even if you're not going to be a lifer.
Yes.
Agreed.
Okay, if you could have a dream Indiana guest on your podcast, who would it be? Or have you already had them?
I haven't, no. From, like, the sports side, it's, like, 3. You'd say, like, I think number 1 overall would be Caitlin Clark. I feel like she hasn't done a lot of sit-downs with people and done that. So,
Wait, can she be on your new sports podcast? You need to shout that out.
yeah,
We're
right.
putting that out there right now.
Yeah, come on. If anyone has a connection, I don't want to talk basketball. I want to talk just like from Iowa to Indiana, similarities, differences. Like, who are you as a person? Who's your state treating you? What do you like? Blah, blah, blah. Her, and then like Tyrese and Pat. Like, those would be like the 1, 2, 3, the Mount Rushmore of Indiana, I would say. You know, and like, again, not asking them about basketball, but asking them about, like, you know, Pat McAfee, like, you're all over the country. Like, why are you building this thing in Indiana? Like, you could go to New York or Connecticut, where ESPN and, you know, Sports Center, I think it's in Connecticut. Like, you could go be there and you could walk into work every day or like have a commute, but yet you're still here in Indiana. Like, why? I think that's like a cool story that I don't know if it's, at least I haven't like fully heard that from start to finish.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are my 3.
Okay, the last one is, where would you live if you could you could choose any Indiana city?
Well, I can choose Indiana City. I could, and I choose to live in Indy. I choose to live in Broad Ripple. Like, I think it has a really good small neighborhood feel. I mean, like, if the playing field was totally even, like, I would probably live at home, like back in Bourbon. Like, I would probably like be, and I was like, there's just not currently the same professional opportunity that there is, you know, here in Indianapolis, and I'm a lot closer to other things.
Yeah.
Central. Like being central, you know, I can get to Evansville or Jeffersonville or Whiting or Fort Wayne like relatively quickly. It's nice to be in the center of the state. But like what I would love about it would be like getting to go back and, you know, like campaign to be on the town council and like try to, you know, I wouldn't say reinvigorate because it's not like, you know, totally dead or anything, but like try to bring even more life into my small town and like make an impact on a place that made such an impact in me.
Yeah.
Like that would probably be where I would go. Strictly though off of like growing wherever you're planted and like getting to make an impact somewhere. Like I just love that aspect of things.
It's great. I love it.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
job. Good job on your rapid
You are
fire.
the hidden gem of Indiana.
You
Yes.
guys, you're too kind to me. Let's go. You guys are the hidden gem of it. This studio used to be the hidden gem. Now, Scuttlebutt Club's coming to a studio near you.
Studio near
On
In
the
your
move.
studio.
Yeah.
Not your studio. Whoever we're interviewing.
The world
Your
studio.
Okay, this is our final question. Nate Spangle, what is a hidden gem in Indiana?
I knew this is the one that everyone loves to do. They'll come up to me and ask this. Oh, okay. What is a hidden gem in Indiana? You know my biggest pet peeve? I'm going to share one.
Yeah.
Okay.
My biggest pet peeve on this question. Again, no offense to any of my guests. I love you all dearly. My biggest pet peeve is when they say, well, I don't know how hidden it is. Like that's usually the line they give right after. And I'm like, well, wait, if you don't know how hidden it is, then I don't think it's our hidden
It's
gem.
not the
Right.
hidden gem.
Okay, so like I have a few talk tracks where I typically take that. One being I talk about Journey's End, but we've already talked about it on here. My hometown dive bar, it's electric. Like it's just like the best for a town that is small. They have a great bar, so like I always like to give them some love. And then the other one I go to is like the people of Indiana, you know, and give everyone some roses there, talking about like. How do I say this? In Indiana, actually, I'll start with different. In LA, if you were a star athlete or you had built a company and scaled it to $10 million a year and you would go on social media and brag about yourself. Mm-hmm. You would say, I'm so cool, I've done all this, blah, 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 blah. And like people in your area would love, like they like that. Can you imagine that in Indiana? Like if someone built a company and started going on Instagram or wherever and hyping themselves up, and that just is unnatural. Like people would look at them like they have an arm growing out of their neck. But in Indiana, when they come on my podcast and they can tell this story and say like what they've done, and I'm like, wait, you grew your company to $10 million out of the back of your 98 Honda Civic? Like that is crazy. And it's like this hype man aspect of it. And the hidden gem are these people, are these stories, you know, where like there are people that are doing amazing things that are flying under the radar because Hoosiers are humble. And I'm not saying we should ever stop being humble, but I'm saying like, can you, each individual listener out there, can you take the megaphone for your friend or your favorite business or your favorite coffee shop or your favorite park and just like shout it from the rooftops? It's like you're probably leaving a Google review, but like, could you post that to your story and help their business grow, tell their story? Like that's literally what we do.
Right.
Like if you look at it on its base, all I do is hype up other people and their stuff. Like, do we do it in an interesting and sometimes entertaining way? Yes. But at the end of the day, it's just hyping up all the cool stuff other people are doing because Hoosiers are humble and it would be inauthentic for them to talk about how great they are. So I do think they are the hidden gems. Like there are so many stories of people doing inspiring things that need to be told.
Yeah. And it doesn't cost anything to do that.
No.
You know, that's what's so great.
No, like, why are you being stingy with your like on your favorite coffee shop? Like, just give that thing a double tap. Like, come on.
Takes 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me. Like,
this was awesome.
The work that you guys are doing, like, you're crushing it. I've been seeing the steady growth too. Like you've been rocking
Like
and
you
rolling.
said, it's a grind.
Dude. And then again, like one day you look back and you're like, wow, like we used to get so excited when 3 people listened to it.
Yeah.
Now, like
Yeah.
more people, like
Yeah.
it's awesome. And it's like that snowball that you just have to keep rolling and keep rolling. But it's awesome. You guys do great stuff. And I'm honored to be the last guest in the studio.
Thank you.
We're so happy to have you.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see everyone next Tuesday.